GenC podcast. Welcome to the GenC podcast. I'm your co-host JP Jackson. To my right, I have Mr. Rizan Rose, and in the far right, we've got royalty in the building.
Oh yes, please.
Goated, some might say, by the Twitter community. It is Mr. Sir Alec FergHassan. Welcome.
Thank you. Or just Hassan Natta. like this man he's a man of many names. He's the opposite of Lord Voldemort. His name must be named. But yeah. So for the people and the audio listeners also, Shane, we must give a shout out to the audio listeners. But to the visual and the audio listeners, who is Hassan Natta?
Who am I?
This question always tips the
Oh
people.
wait, nobody's ready for that. Nobody had a like allo box for yeah, like imagine this is an allo exercise. Who are you? Did that make it worse?
It's a tough question. Like I hate icebreakers. Like tell me about yourself. Who am I? Aren't we all asking ourselves, who am I? Psychology. Do we really know who we are? That's all I have to say. What's the meaning of life?
The stonewalling. Oh,
Why are we here?
the stonewalling. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try again, JP. Just like this.
Yes, so you started your Twitter account how long ago?
August 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
And now you're up to how many followers at the moment?
Like, I think 21,000.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's wild. So you started in 2019 and have 21,000 followers.
3 years. Yeah.
So, okay, sorry. Just like, let me explain quickly. So, if you are from Cape Town, hopefully, and you join Twitter, you must follow Hassan. That's like...
It's a ritual.
Nah,
Like a
as in like,
passage.
if you want to be updated on what's happening in the world of football, sports, Breaking Bad, Batman, everything, just like, if you just want to have that explosion of pop culture, you have to join Twitter and experience Hassan Natta. But the question is, how did you get that many followers? Like what? How does one gather that much following? Like, how do you explain, please?
I started off making jokes about marriage.
Okay.
Because amongst Muslims and Indian people and in fact just brown people in general, marriage is a big topic. So I just made jokes about that.
Yeah.
Man's ready.
One of my first viral tweets was just a joke. I said, if you marry your cousin, it makes financial sense because you only have to invite one family. So 50% of the cost is out. Because, there's a joke like Indian people marry their cousins or, you hear about that. So that's what I said. Not that I'm encouraging it, but anyway.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Hassan, how old were you when you made this tweet?
I must have been like 22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do
So
the math.
you're doing the...
No, 21, I think. 21.
21.
Yeah.
So how old are you now?
24.
Okay.
Yeah.
That checks out. Okay. Before we get into the juicy stuff, just tell us, what is your schooling experience like? Which school did you go to, and what do you do now?
I went to Fairbairn College.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in you get Hollywood and you get Bollywood. I come from Goodwood. Yeah, it's just as cool. Yeah, so it's a school in Goodwood.
Okay, just
yeah, then I did my degree at UCT, and now I'm currently between jobs. Yeah, you know.
What may I ask, Hassan?
I'm in finance. But yeah, the job market is tough. So yeah, at the moment, I'm just chilling, looking for the next thing.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a moment. And the audio listeners. So JP were you not the head boy of Fairburn?
Yeah.
Now I recognize that's you.
And did you also not study finance at UCT?
True.
Well,
Like
you're good at rugby, right? So
that sounds like what the hell is happening here? Why am I being invited to this third weird episode? Wow, so you're just saying you've never experienced him and you've also never experienced him.
When I was in grade 8, he was in matric.
Correct.
He was wow. Yo, that's crazy.
And he's also in not Bollywood, not Hollywood.
Goodwood.
Yeah. Wild. Okay, yo. Like,
So I deliberately kept that away from you this whole time because I know how much you like Hassan. And I just wanted you to experience Hassan for the first time, not knowing that I do actually know Hassan a little bit. Let it simmer, Rizan. Let it simmer.
the dark Muslim was too stunned to speak.
For the audio listeners.
I'm actually I'm wilded now. I'm actually knocked off my axis. Okay, so we were saying
Come back.
You're in between opportunities. Okay, right? Cool. So you currently are a sort of savant of the social media space. You've managed to crack the funny bones amongst many of us. Which I don't want to ask that question. I was gonna ask which of the different platforms do you find the most success on? Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Okay, Twitter is tough, I must say. Like, to make it there, you gotta be really good. You just started a new account. It's very difficult to grow. But TikTok will grow it for you because of the For You page. It'll push your things. Instagram, also tough. You gotta have either pretty privilege or you gotta have a meme account. I don't know. I can't crack Instagram. You need one of those two things. But yeah, I'm enjoying TikTok. I've been doing it a year and I've already surpassed my Twitter. So if you want to start a new account today, I would recommend TikTok. But
So
yeah,
why do you think it's so difficult to grow a Twitter account? For
Twitter
example?
following, yeah.
I don't know. It's just like the standards on Twitter. Like on Twitter, if you want a good joke, it's got to be like Oscar worthy. But on TikTok, you can say the dumbest thing ever. 500K. That sometimes infuriates me. Yeah, you can do the bare minimum on TikTok, and then on Instagram, you can just be pretty and 10K. You have a whole career done. You know. Or you can just post other people's stuff. That you've got a 100K meme account, whatever.
So one of our
I feel like a meme account of Rizan's reactions will do very well on Instagram.
stop teasing the people. Now they're gonna take screenshots of my face. Anyway, I was gonna say we recently had a post do very well on Instagram, but it was because it was controversial. It was yeah.
Towing the line as well.
Oh, we were just we were skating on the thinnest of ice. We were basically speaking about white privilege that sort of came up, and it like blew up because all the people in America was good. Salam to Mohammed. They felt the need, to like just keep commenting. So you obviously like have a bigger success in South Africa, and so do you actually like? Do you sit and like think about your jokes? Do you like actually like
write it down?
or do you just like on the spot like let's tweet?
I daydream a lot.
Okay.
That's why I started Twitter. I just tweeted what I thought about. Because like at school, this may be surprising. I was the quiet kid. Sit at the back. I never really spoke much. But I would daydream a lot.
Okay.
So that became my tweets. So I just think a lot. That's it.
That's nice. But it's great that you actually started putting those ideas into words, and inviting us into the realm of
Yeah.
But your sweet spot on Twitter is the sports, in my opinion. Like you are the article, Paul the Octopus, the great prognosticator.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's fun because like it's haram for us to gamble. Acknowledge it.
You know? Sorry, I didn't know that.
Okay.
No. I may not see heaven.
But it's fun to still predict stuff, man. I also like to, like, you know, with my friends, like, I think we're gonna. Okay, now, to be fair, like, over recent years, we don't do that. We don't prematurely pick anywhere. But I do still like to, like, how are they gonna do and stuff like that. So, you support Manchester United, right? No.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, tell us about that. Like,
tell us about that relationship
you have. This is a safe space. Welcome to the support group.
Okay, so I supported United mainly because of Ronaldo and Rooney. I was in like primary school, and you know they were just so cool.
Before the Sui.
I actually only liked them too. Later on, I appreciated the whole team because I just cared about, you know, the goals, the tricks, you know, whatever. I actually like Rooney more. I have a bigger attachment to him because he stayed longer. I have a Rooney poster in my room.
Okay.
I have his shirt. I also have Ronaldo's. And then recently, well, after that, it was a struggle to support United.
It was like watching paint dry in the Van Gaal era. That was torturous. I don't even remember the David Moist period. Who was all? Jose. Did you like Jose?
Yes. Well, he won us trophies, but then he imploded in the third season. But he did speak the truth about all the problems behind United. There's that press conference, the one about football heritage. Brilliant. Ice cold. He just, and after seeing that, you'll realize they hated him because he spoke the truth. I feel the fan base hated him a bit too much, but he really exposed what was happening, and he wasn't supported properly. Well, he achieved better than
Ollie.
Well, yeah, he had a worse squad, and he still won trophies. Just look at the squad he won the Europa and he finished second with. Yeah, and he wasn't backed as much as the next manager. Yeah.
Facts. I might have to work with Smalling Mike. Okay.
But I miss the memes from Ole. Yeah.
Oh, in the group chat, the sticker back that you get from Ollie memes is unmatched. That's unmatched. That is.
No, it's like when we used to lose games, then I'd post that picture of him smiling, and I would say, you know, last week we lost 3-0. This week we lost 2-0. This is progress. You know, hey, yeah, because you used to end sentence with hey, yeah, you know.
So I think what's super interesting to me is how you're still able to capture the essence of what you say in the limited amount of characters that Twitter offers. So in the fact that you don't like prep any of your tweets, how do you then manage to still navigate that constraint?
Well, I just keep things short and sweet because people have short attention spans. TikTok is destroying our attention spans. Like you have just a few seconds to get the message across. Yeah.
We literally have a friend that says that he can't watch our full podcast because TikTok like ruined him.
Yeah.
Like he can't sit for the full, you know, like 41 hour because of TikTok. And that's like, that's facts. I've been priming myself watching different YouTube shows like Sidemen, Beta Squad and stuff like that. Do you participate in YouTube? Do you watch YouTube shows?
There's a show called about movies called Half in the Bag. They discuss movies. That's the only hour-long thing I'd ever watch.
Okay.
Because they're so funny about movies and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. Because I do feel like I know what your favorite movie is. But if you could rank, the Mount Rushmore, like that whole thing, the four best movies, your four favorite. What is your sort of big four that you can, I guess, rank like that is your favorite that you can watch like literally any day of the week that is like maybe underrated, but it's like your favorite? What is your top four?
Okay, time to spread some Batman propaganda.
Let's go!
Right. Okay, so
Loading.
The Dark Knight is obviously number one. A lot of people will agree. It got like 8 Oscar nominations, made $1 billion. Heath Ledger,
R.I.P.
Yeah, so that's my number one movie. The others would be okay, this isn't a superhero one, but Shutter Island. I've seen it about 2 or 3 times. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a brilliant psychological thriller made by Martin Scorsese, who I think is actually the GOAT director.
So not Christopher Nolan.
No, Christopher Nolan's also great, but like overall, I'll give it to Martin as the GOAT. But you can also call Nolan the GOAT. Inception, also excellent.
Did you understand Inception?
Huh?
Did you the first time?
Debating the
Did
end.
you understand the first time? Or did you have to watch it the second time to understand the ending?
I've seen it twice, I think, and I've read all the theories and that, but it was cool. A dream in a dream in a dream. Yeah.
Another one of those movies that took you like just to places. Lucky Number 11. I don't know if you watch that. It's that one where like both Morpheus. They're like in 2 towers. They're like 2 powerful families.
Bad Dog and Something Cat.
No, man.
What is Lucky Number 11?
But anyway, yeah, it's one of those movies that like you watch and like, but like, did I actually understand the actual movie? Like, do I need to watch it again to know where I am? It's fine, Rizan. You can find out.
I know this movie, man. And number 4? The Theodore Roosevelt on the list. For someone,
It's like,
I'm thinking.
for someone who participates in movie series, I would expect you to have a top 10 already.
No, because you see, you made it broad. You didn't.
You didn't
put it to a
categorize.
specific genre.
Oh.
Okay, must we just change it to superhero films?
Okay.
Then I can
Yeah.
name 4 easy.
Okay.
Okay, so I would go The Dark Knight, Logan, excellent ending to Wolverine's journey.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's back now. I can't resist the money. But I'm excited about that. Spider-Man 2, which I still say is the best Spider-Man movie. Some will say No Way Home because it was bigger and that, but I prefer a smaller story with, just a really great,
The one
well-written
with Doc,
villain.
the one with
Yeah.
Doc Octavius.
Yeah, so I still say that's the best Spider-Man movie. And then the 4th one. Well, there's a lot you can put here. Okay, I'll just name a few that I really love. Iron Man, Winter Soldier, Infinity War. Okay, that's from the MCU. Anything else? Batman Begins, or The Batman. Yeah, any of them could go there.
It's always that last spot that's always tough because you don't want to give it up to any other one. You just want to be like, this is the one.
Yeah.
But you can go 1, 2 easily, and then you like, that's the 2 that I follow.
Yeah.
What's your just a brief? What's your one reason? Like the one movie that you'll watch in the Marvel? Sorry, not the Marvel. In the superhero movie space. What's the one movie you'll watch again?
It's The Dark Knight.
Okay, good.
I literally one day now, I think I had like an assignment or whatever, and I was like, I might see that bank robber scene of the Joker.
Best opening scene ever. Yeah.
Watch the whole movie again. But it's wild that you said like, oh, you've watched the movie 2 or 3 times. These movies I've watched like 10 times.
Yeah, I've probably seen The Dark Knight 10 times.
Like bruh, like for some reason I watched the movie Troy of Brad Pitt.
So not High School Musical Troy, just the
Wow. Gotta get you in the game. Did you watch High School Musical, by the way?
No, I didn't watch any of it. No, but there is some Disney stuff I did like.
Okay.
Do you know how vague that is? Because Disney almost owns the whole of Marvel. So technically,
Okay. I liked Hannah Montana. Real men watch Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana, Wizards, and Zack and Cody. The Golden Trinity.
What's the house manager's name again? Mr.
Mosby.
Mr. Mosby. Yo. That is my favorite. How do you lose a woman? You forget to cherish her. I was like, hey, that's the line. That's the line. Yo, that's my favorite. But yeah, sorry. So, okay. So you're just a fan, right? Of all these like cinema and stuff like that. But in terms of series, what do you prefer actually? Do you prefer movies or series?
That's such a difficult question. Because there's series I'm obsessed with, like Breaking Bad. I finished that for the 3rd time the other day. I literally watched
all
the whole
5,
show.
6 seasons.
Yeah, I watched it during load shedding. We had so much load shedding. I finished the whole show. So I love Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, season 1 to 6 to be politically. Not because it's outrage. I still love the show.
But the new ones,
House of the Dragon. I love that too. Daredevil and the Punisher. That for me is surprisingly, that's my favorite thing from Marvel. Not Infinity War, not Endgame. It's those 2 shows. I love that. Because I prefer smaller, deeper stories. But yeah,
get to the point.
Yeah, I still love the Avengers, but I prefer, it's also realistic. No superpowers, just street fighting, Yeah.
Did you watch Daredevil and Punisher though?
I think I did the first 6 episodes.
It's so good. Oh my goodness. And it's like, I had a friend that was saying that like, they're not actually doing Daredevil right. And I'm like, you are just one of those people that want to complain for the sake of complaining. Because you know the people that like, I could fall in that category. So I'm just going to lower my tone. But it's like, because they know the source material, they just want to be like, oh, you're not doing this correct. But I feel like now, after seeing what Marvel has done to whatever this phase is that they're currently doing, they know, cool, now Daredevil was peak. Daredevil, Punisher. Season 2 of Daredevil, I thought was like, you can't get better than this. But season 3 was actually elite. And so, like, deep that quickly. So, the Daredevil, it's very similar to Batman. And
that's why I like it. Because he's like a derivative of it's like the blind poor version. Low budget.
What? Yo, that's so rude. That's it. Wow. Listen, the production value of Daredevil was actually quite high because there was a lot of like one-shot scenes where it's like this much walking. Where he's walking in the corridor, he's just soloing this people. Punisher scene, that person scene of Punisher. But anyway, this is what I wanted to say about this. Sorry. So, yes, exactly that. There's this thing where it's like Daredevil is almost like the MCU version of the Batman base because it's grounded in reality. He's fighting crime, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But the exploration of the series of Daredevil was like his faith, man. Like literally because he's a Catholic, or he grew up in a Catholic experience, whatever the case may be, and his faith in like the justice system is constantly being tested. So that's why if you watch season 1, 2, and 3 with that lens, it's like how his journey to like where his faith was, how he completely lost his faith, and how he's sort of gaining his faith back and stuff like that. It's actually like it's deep, man. And that's also why, like, for people like us, we also, I don't know about you, sorry, Jake, but maybe you can also like attest to this, because when you're younger, it's easy to just embrace your religion of your parents, whatever the case might be. As you get older, you learn more about the horrors of the world. Your faith gets tested. Yeah. And then you have to journey your way back to regaining that faith. That's why,
Why could I relate to that?
No, I'm just saying like maybe you can't, maybe you can. I don't know because you just like as I know you, you're very like you're very in tune with your faith. But is that also something that you experience?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Because not to take away from your exclusion.
Sorry.
As I said before, it's in that process where the faith gets stronger. At no point is life going to go 100% the way you thought it was going to go. And it's either that's at those testing points, you're going to be like, well, am I going to go left or am I going to continue to believe this way? And some people don't. And that's all kudos to them. But I know I don't get my energy from anywhere else.
But yeah, so that's basically like, sorry,
but thank you for excluding me.
My deep take of the Daredevil is that like, it's actually like a weird exploration on religion.
I did not take that out of the Daredevil though.
I just enjoyed it.
Are we even watching the same thing? No, but Rizan, we need people like you to help us see those, navigate the nuances of what the series is trying to tell.
Oh, the other show, The Boys. I'm sure you've heard of that show. That was absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Very wild show. But
the story of American exceptionalism. Sorry, I did it again. I'm just gonna sit back. I get too deep, man. Like I get too deep on like what the series and story is trying to tell. That's why I like The Dark Knight. That whole thing, yes, it was just done brilliantly. But it is that whole thing about what the immovable object meets the unstoppable force. What's the quote?
It's the other way around.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
An unstoppable force means an immovable object. That whole like philosophy of like where you have this absolute belief in what's black man's belief, utilitarianism, whatever the case may be, and complete anarchy by the Joker, and it's just clashes of ideologies, and that's what made it like quiet for me. Sorry, that's why I rewatch the movie all the time, because it's like you confronting this reality with our government. Because I'm super deep. I take this mic away from me. But yeah, like okay, I'm done. So like and subscribe for more.
Are you okay, Lisa?
I'm fine. I'm in the rabbit hole.
Okay.
I'm in the rabbit hole.
So you said you watched an entire series through load shedding.
Yeah.
What has been your most challenging schedule, if I may ask?
Okay, so the worst one is 8 p.m, I would say.
Okay.
In the evening.
Yeah, or even 6 p.m. Because, it's dark and, you want to eat supper, but now there's no power. But fortunately, Netflix lets you download episodes. So I would it's simple, just download it. Just watch in the dark, yeah. Yeah, but it just shows how bad the load shedding was, that I finished 6 seasons in like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. That's crazy. That's like 50 hours, 60 hours of content. Yeah.
And then you arrived here today in BMW, I may ask. So I was quite impressed with the car that you dropped up with. Is car something you also interested in?
I'm a BMW fan. Don't judge me for that. I do use my indicators sometimes. Okay, but that's a 2002. So that's the E46. So you've seen it. How much do you think that car costs?
Isn't it quite pricey?
Now guess, because
but it's a second-hand 2002 model. So you're like,
I love to do this experiment with people.
Okay.
I asked them, what do you think the car's worth?
Ballpark it.
Let's see. What do you think it costs?
I'm waiting for you first. I have very bad judgment.
Me and cars don't know.
Valuation.
The valuation is not that good. But let me stab at it. To 10 years, let's say 90,000?
That's 20 years.
20 years. Oh, yeah. 70,000.
What do you say?
I was also going to ballpark it between 70
because for some nostalgic value might appraise it higher. So I'm going to say, 70.
Yeah, so like that car, I would say that was peak BMW. Okay. So you can get those in Gumtree for like between 45 and 60,000 in that range.
Okay.
And that's a good option for your first car, I would say, because how much is a brand new car going to cost you? 200K, and it'll be completely entry level, a hatchback. So yeah, I'm in massive favor of buying second-hand cars because it's just once off, and you know, people suffer paying heavy monthly repayments and whatever. So yeah.
Me.
Not charging, but I'm just saying.
So why is BMW the premium brand that you follow?
Oh, yeah. There's
I don't know.
There's a whole list of other...
No, you see, okay, I'm not like super rich or anything. So when I needed a car, I was just like, look, that car is the best looking, best quality at that budget, I would say. And it's a timeless design. It's 20 years old, but it looks like it was built today.
It does actually, to be fair. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and I would rather drive that 20-year-old than a car built today, you know. Yeah.
But I mean, one of the drawbacks of having such an old car is the maintenance thereof.
Yeah.
So if you look after it correctly, it can.
The secret to maintenance is don't take your car to BMW. Don't take it to the big agents. Don't take it to anything. Find a honest mechanic that works at a small workshop or works from home, and you're someone honest. So that's why the costs aren't that bad.
Hassan, you must just link is in the description for those people.
I'm sure your dad or uncles, they all know a guy.
So that's the thing. We would assume that, right? But there are some families that don't have a guy like that.
Yeah.
You need to find, like in my case, I need to know our family that knows the guy. I don't know who that honest mechanic is, because in the past I have seen dishonest mechanics in my where they say they're getting this part and then you go back 6 months later and find out it's to a different guy because the part wasn't fixed correctly. So that's why I'm saying those that are in the honest space, put them in the description for us.
Or it's like you would these dodgy mechanics. You would like say, "Oh, there's water leaking," and then they'll look at it and they'll say, "Oh, you need a whole new car." You know, you need a whole new car. And then, but it's sad because there's people that don't know cars and they get exploited. Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah,
that's why you got to find someone honest.
So it's giving off that whole thing of like, because you said like your dad or your uncle knows a guy. You see, some people don't have dads, don't have uncles.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I went there. Sorry. Or they move out of their like area where they used to live in, man. So it's like they're starting in a brand new area, so they have to like have to get like new people.
In search of that.
Because part of the reason is because they know your daddy or your uncle, they hit you with that like, oh, no, for you. Like, he's uncle so-and-so's child. We're going to sort him out like that. So I think the message there is like, make sure that you stay in your community and also stay good to your community so that means can sorg for you. The one thing that we do want to talk about, but JP must ask this question unfortunately because that's his exposure.
So quite a few of your material relates to finding a partner in the right way. So we referenced it. What is the one where you spoke about why do men see or look at other women or something, and then you spoke about the tweet was when you're at a job, why do you apply for other jobs or something?
Someone said this guy has a girlfriend and he's DMing me, so I said, well, people with jobs still look for better opportunities. So, you know.
So how has this journey been for you, Hassan? Because
tell us about the generations.
Okay, so obviously that is a huge part of my material. The being single thing, the being lonely. I can make a lot of material out of it. So
are you looking first?
Or
are you actually in a relationship? No, just being funny.
I've never been in a relationship.
Like genuinely.
Basically, you can't get heartbroken if you've never been in a relationship. Work smarter, not harder. You know.
So you're protecting yourself. Yeah, that's why you.
Well, That's just some nonsense logic I use to just make myself feel better. But it is difficult to find someone because just think about it. You've got to now find, supposedly there is this person amongst the massive population that has so much in common with you that you're able to tolerate each other for like what, 20, 30 years. That is, it sounds like a fairy tale almost. Is it realistic?
So, okay, wait today. So, look, as someone who's also single, and someone who's tried and failed, it's almost like you have to get lucky, I guess. You do have to get lucky, but you also you change what you want. So, what are you looking for? You want to get married? You want to date? Is it like anything goes? That all the dice get sevens?
Sure.
Because if you want to get married, you can just go to a mosque and say, "Uncle."
But it's expensive to get married.
Okay.
Okay. At my age, that would be a financial mistake. It could ruin me.
You know, it's funny. I have the exact same views, but it's nice to hear from someone else. It's nice. It's safer.
Yeah, because when you're a guy, there's a lot of financial pressure on you, and it can ruin you also.
Hashtag the patriarchy. JP, I felt that now. I felt that.
For our audio listeners, there was a death stare.
We're not doing it. We are not doing it. We're not doing it.
Not today. Not today.
Please, man. I actually did want to ask this as a Saima now because for the people at home, I'm very against Andrew Tate. Hassan.
I make memes about it.
He makes memes about it as parody. Sometimes as an homage. So we don't really know. Easier fan. So with the ambiguity, we're just going to leave it there. But with the question of Andy that I wanted to ask this as part of actually the first segment. Say now, we got cancelled, man. What would be that thing that gets us cancelled? Like it can be a genuine reason or entirely funny. Like I would think that the reason why JP got cancelled is because of the real reason why Pink is that way, man. Show the pinky for the people because you broke a pinky promise. So now he deserves to get cancelled. You see all the punishings. You can't break a pinky promise, JP.
Yeah.
But yeah, on a sub-serious note, if we were to get cancelled, what would be the reason? Like, why do you...
Oh, okay. Okay, so I have this opinion. That's it's probably the most controversial political opinion in human history. Okay, so listen. I believe that pineapple belongs in pizza.
That is a valid reason to get cancelled.
Don't you eat pineapple on pizza?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
I'm not gonna say no to it, but because food is scarce. But it's not doesn't belong there, is that?
I'm fine with it. As in, I don't eat it and I don't want it on pizza and no thank you. But I'm saying, I'm fine with this. And I spoke about this in other people's podcasts. That I get it, that's salty sweet.
Yeah.
But, why?
I just like it, a chicken and pineapple pizza. I would love it.
Do you also do that Hawaiian burger with a
slice of pineapple in the middle?
I don't normally order it, but I have had it in the past. But I would think not really burgers, but it's fine. I don't have an issue with it. But pizza, I enjoy it.
Where do you draw the line with toppings? So, is pineapple the cutoff? Or are we allowing for all sorts of things? You must know,
I don't like onions.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I can't stand that.
But banana doesn't belong there.
Yeah, of course. Only a psychopath.
Vegan? There's a whole genre there's a whole genre of people that just subscribe to vegetarian veggies and fruit.
I don't think even they would put a banana. But yeah, most toppings I'd say is fine. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like pieces of tomato on it, but the tomato paste flavor, that's fine. I don't like biting into a tomato. That's just traumatic. Oh yeah, let's go another controversial one.
There's two for
tomatoes don't belong in burgers. Okay. Right?
No,
First
it
thing I do is I
does.
take the tomato off.
So you don't use it, take your tomato off?
That's Ridwan.
Yeah,
that's the
Ridwan.
other odd person.
And- oh.
So there's this thing about like people that take tomato of the burger, make it their whole personality. So it's just like I used to do that with gherkins. So I guess but I don't do it anymore. I eat everything except pineapple on pizza. Okay, listen. Tomato 100% belongs, but not on all burgers though.
So now you're exclusionary with the tomato.
No, like tomato the chicken burger doesn't actually make sense. Like I don't know. It doesn't track, man. It doesn't sound
Doesn't
right.
follow.
It doesn't sound right. Like and sometimes the why am I talking? Is this MasterChef? But like some like taste profiles and stuff, it doesn't make sense to put the sort of freshness there, whatever the case may be. In that instance, I'm fine with it. So maybe you just had like a weird experience. But pineapple on pizza, maybe it doesn't.
Doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up. Okay. But for us, do we have any controversial opinions? Because I feel like I will 100% can get cancelled. Because I just say all sorts of interesting things. Like yeah. So like for example, I'm treating. Let's go for it. I'm Muslim. Okay, and whew. So just like for example, we want like the people of Israel and like to be held accountable for the like for like speak to your people, man. Speak to your men, sir. Muslims also be held accountable for the way Saudi Arabia and stuff, like the way they behave. Hold them accountable. Like, come on. Like, I know ISIS isn't Muslims, but it's like they still flying our flag, man. So why are we as like Muslims and stuff attacking LGBTQ and all these type of people, but like these men are like killing people? That's my very controversial opinion. It's like, nah, like they're not killing anybody. These people actually killing people, and it's under our flag. Do something about it. I feel like if I go too deep into that, I'll get cancelled. That's my, because I'm coming for a whole demographic on TikTok there on that. So please don't make this a clip.
Exclusion.
This is just for the subscribers on YouTube. This is just for the subscribers on YouTube. Because yeah, like we can. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Is it like nah? ISIS, they're fine. Jokes.
So I think maybe from, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
I think maybe from my side, the thing that comes to mind is if our community becomes too big. So in starting this, like we're very small, right? So if eventually we get to a stage where you can like have krach, I'll switch everything off. They'll be like, this is just too powerful at the moment. Because if we, not to take it too techy, but if we look back, the whole reason for the apartheid system and how it was built was to keep us apart.
Okay.
So that you could never be strong enough to overturn the actual government. So there could be a point where this community that we're building now becomes powerful.
Too united, you say?
Yeah, too united.
We create a proper coalition for our country and stuff, and then you feel like that's
at that point
conspiracy
then,
theory. That's a conspiracy theory.
Mark will pull the plug.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I thought you were going like if we get too famous, people are gonna start like,
oh my goodness,
watching our stuff and getting clips for
yes, that will happen.
Because like for example,
the bigger you grow, the more haters you are.
Yeah, like that's what I thought. Like people, because surely we said stuff that was.
No, but
outside of the.
But to be honest, we invite the haters though. I love the haters. Engage with us. I mean, especially those that want to comment like this is trash. Keep those coming, because as the more you comment, the more our videos end up in people that will like our comment, like our content. So please, we welcome you in.
I just block my haters. Like if I just hear something, even 1% or what, like 10% negative, I just block. I have a no tolerance policy. I have over, I think, almost 200 accounts blocked on Twitter.
Yeah.
There's some liquor Twitter controversies. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a violent place.
So I don't know why I'm gonna say this. My mommy watches the show. I recently discovered that like a large reason why people use Twitter is for porn, apparently.
What?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. So you're not in the dark side of Twitter. I don't know.
Please explain. Sorry, as someone that does not have Twitter.
I'm
only seeing clips of people.
I don't know where I saw this. But apparently you'll be coming for these social media platforms. Apparently Telegram, the other WhatsApp that Assad was like flexing in that last episode. There people could, because it's almost like it's more secure or not secure. I don't know. There's just the encryption is different. I don't know. But apparently they use Twitter as a means of like porn and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's because it's not part of the Facebook group. So the encryptions are different. But I don't consume it. I'm just saying.
So you're saying there's a whole separate element of the social media, like the dark web vibes?
Yeah, because for example now, Facebook right now we use for like marketplace and for like job seeking and stuff like that. So that's almost like older people use Facebook. Is that fair?
Yeah. Your parents of that generation above all love Facebook.
But they use it for like marketplace to sell stuff, whatever the case would be. And then Instagram is for like influencers and pretty privilege, like you were saying. And then TikTok is 100% just vibes. Like they just like, and bad vibes, good vibes, but vibes nonetheless. And then what is Twitter's purpose? Is it the news? Apparently, sure, but it's for porn and controversy, I guess. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to these things. But I just like what I'm referring to is like, what is the essence of the app, man? Like what do you still do well? Apparently that's what they do well. So that's weird. I don't know. I'm sorry. Don't go look for porn on Twitter, please. Just don't do that. Don't.
And tamaf, mommy.
Oh yeah. Okay, so are you ready to move to the segment that's in the bowl?
Okay.
Okay, so normally in the bowl we have a series of hypotheticals, but today we decided to switch it up because Hassan has a lot of interesting takes. So this game is a variation on F, Marry, Kill, and it's called Nightclass, Hou Vas, My Broer Las. Okay, do you understand the rules? So if you like something, it's Nightclass. If it's a maybe, it's Hou Vas. And if it's like terrible, it's just Las.
Just let it go.
Just Las. Okay, so I'm going to start.
Sure.
So what's going to happen is, this is a category, and we're going to mention 3 points in that category, and we're going to rank it under that particular Hou Vas, My Broer Las. Like, okay, so number 1, childhood games. Childhood games.
So is this like
what on? Yeah, what is the top 3 childhood games?
PS2.
Yeah.
Oh no. Like
okay.
Like hide and seek. On stuck in the mud, that type of stuff.
But as the guest, can we go? Do you want to do PS2 games?
No, we can do those.
Okay.
Discussion.
So hide and seek is for me on the list. Okay. Because it was just played universally.
I was thinking similarly on.
Yeah.
Similarly on. Rover? Nah.
Oh.
What? Like you need to add.
Spin the bottle.
Did you play games in the street as a child?
Yeah. I was thinking hand tennis. You remember that? Yeah. I love that game. I had a good career in primary school. I could have been world class. But they never made it an Olympic thing. So we'll never know.
The king in King Loafer. Okay, so we're gonna go with that.
Okay, hand tennis.
On
hide and seek.
Okay, so now we have to rank them.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, based on those 3, did you say on?
On, yeah.
On must last.
Really?
Because for me, from my perspective, the other 2 were just too good to keep that one in the game.
Yes.
And for me, yeah, the night class is hide and seek, because not everyone had the ability for hand tennis. So hide and seek would be the top one for me.
If I think about it now, that's valid, because which of those games can we play now?
I would still play hand tennis now. Like that's like
Definitely,
at any age.
definitely hand tennis. But you're already a legacy at it, man.
Yeah.
But hand tennis and hide and seek, especially the way they do it, like on YouTube and stuff like that, like with Mr. Beast and Sidemen. I'm thinking, if you play a game of hide and seek, with 20 people in canal or something.
That would be fun.
That would be insane.
Yeah, like they're outside by the canals. That area. It's quiet. Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be elite. So I think, so las on, hou vas on hand tennis, and class for hide and seek. I think that is a good start.
Yeah.
JP,
maybe expansion someday. We'll try and organize one of those things like in real life.
Yeah,
maybe
but
in the
some
future.
people might just go home and do it. Taking the car's line. Like a Bible text, yo.
Harry Potter
Houses.
Oh, houses. Let me see his house. So Gryffindor as an homage.
Slytherin.
Completely. What's that? Did you just say Slytherin?
Oh wait, Slytherin the DMs, my bro. Not Slytherin.
Yo, and the one that
Did you
always
wait?
gets-
Sorry, wait. Did you watch Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay.
I like Harry Potter.
Yeah. And the one that always gets abused, Hufflepuff.
But we don't know much about the other two. Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. I can't name a thing about those two. What happened there?
So, don't you, but like on the real though, don't you feel like Slytherin is completely underrated as a house?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Slytherin is goated.
Yeah.
Slytherin gave us some legendary wizards.
But I absolutely hate Malfoy. I can't stand that guy.
Okay.
Class's brat. In the first few Harry Potters. Oh yeah, and he was basically racist in terms of Hermione. Because mudblood and what's the other word? Muggles is a slur.
Do you watch anime?
I'm trying to get into it. So I've obviously watched Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, but I've started Attack on Titan.
Oh.
Yeah, because I heard that's the best one, so I'm just starting with that.
Have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen the movie though? Movie Zero.
No.
Oh, okay. So that's a very popular movie out now. But in that movie, it's literally low-key Harry Potter. Because there's also a faction that believes that people without magic must just die. So that's literally what Harry Potter and crimes of. Anyway, so Slytherin, Gryffindor, and so I'm actually a fan of Ravenclaw.
But okay, so since we don't know the difference between Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff.
Oh, you don't know the difference? Oh, hectic. So Ravenclaw is the academic house, man. They are the very, very brainy, smart people. Hufflepuff, they're about loyalty, they're about support and friendship and love and stuff like that. But Hufflepuff gave us Cedric Diggory, and I literally cried when he died in the Goblet of Fire. Don't act like you didn't cry. Don't stand there.
So on that note, are we lasting Ravenclaw?
Okay, sure. Okay. So between
because it's just
Slytherin
not
and
strong
Gryffindor.
enough to hold against Slytherin and Gryffindor.
Okay. Between Slytherin and Gryffindor, which one's the best?
Which one's the best?
You get to decide.
My heart says Gryffindor, but my intuitive.
Well, my favorite Harry Potter movie is actually Chamber of Secrets. I enjoyed the creepiness of that one, and Slytherin has a massive role in that. They were good villains, you know.
Okay.
But then I also love Harry Potter as a protagonist. This is like Batman Joker, who's number one now?
That's wild, because Chamber of Secrets had the worst defense against the Dark Arts teacher. That fraud.
I like the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So are we going with Slytherin as being the...
Yeah, which one do you like more, Joker or Batman?
That's like asking to choose between your parents.
Gun to your head! continuing.
Batman.
Okay, then Gryffindor. Gryffindor is krass. We hou vast for Slytherin and we last Hufflepuff. Do you mind drawing one first, please?
Types of energy generation. Well,
Okay.
What is this about? Generators?
Oh, so like,
types of energy generation. What are you looking
So
at?
like solar.
power.
There we go.
Yeah.
So like solar,
Water.
coal, hydro, geothermal, nuclear.
You clearly know way too many energy generations. But I feel like in terms of what is used, I would say coal, hydro, and wind. Oh, sorry, solar.
This
solar.
is a strange topic to rank. I mean,
Because we don't have any energy.
we're not engineers. I will do a retake.
Wait, man. Wait.
VAR has ruled it out. Yeah.
Please.
Okay, wait. Before we rule it out, as a country with no energy, can't we just imagine what it would be like to generate energy? We have 300 days of sun, solar. We have the whole of PE, wind. We have all these oceans, hydro. We have people are toxic, nuclear. I don't know, man. Like, come on.
People are toxic nuclear.
Like, we can generate so much power with all the hatred in our country, bro. Like,
But to the question, like, you can't go fast to any if there isn't power. So the question is like asking us in the imaginary world where none of this is attainable.
you see, the problem is that you guys are misunderstanding the assignment.
Okay.
The idea is to rank them, discuss the pros and cons,
Okay.
and then simply say, this is the one that we should choose.
Okay.
Because this is good for the planet, or this is more expensive, or this is da-da-da-da. But no, it's fine. We can VAR.
VAR has ruled.
The disrespect.
Spider-Man franchises. Okay, here's a proper one. VAR wins.
Back in the game.
Okay, so there's actually more than 3 if we're gonna take the Miles Morales ones, because we're getting another Into the Spider-Verse movie.
Or do you just want to restrict it to the live?
No,
action?
let's go. Like, no, we don't restrict. We're expanding the radius.
But the Miles one only has one movie so far.
But I'm saying there's gonna be one more.
But we haven't seen it at this
Okay,
point.
okay.
Nice.
Nice. Making the argument. You see, that's what you're supposed to do with the energy topic.
Okay, so you've got Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
Okay.
So my order would be Tobey Maguire, number 1. His trilogy was the best. Then Tom Holland, and then Andrew Garfield. Okay, so what do you guys think?
You before, okay, let me get my take in before you explode here on the night. Okay. I actually for me Tom Holland I like him more now. Toby gave me a nostalgic factor and made me enjoy Spider-Man, but I feel like Tom Holland elevated it for me. And then Andrew needs to bounce between the two.
Okay, but let's make it more about the movie overall, not just the actor. So,
Okay, cool.
So is that your opinion?
No,
Scott?
so then for the movie overall, then I'll put Toby first.
Okay.
Toby first, Tom, and then Andrew, because I just like there wasn't enough to sample. Go design. The floor is yours. Go. We didn't give you the energy, the opening up, so now feel free to use the webs at your disposal.
I see what you did there. Tom Holland works my nerves, bro. Oh my god. Literally, all the Spider-Man movies are just mistakes that he made, and now we have a movie. Literally.
Explain.
The whole of Far From Home. He could have legit.
Okay.
He could have legit. Like,
Okay.
he could have just phoned the admissions board. Nah, I'm gonna just make sure that like nobody knows I'm Spider-Man. Like,
Or you could have asked Pepper to use the Stark Industries connection to the universe.
To get into the...
Something maybe. Nah, this one's gonna mess up the whole multiverse, you know. Like just the Tom Holland.
No, or you just had to say this, not interfere with the spell. You just had to keep quiet. That was the mistake.
Like it just keep. There was even in what is the first one? Homecoming. Homecoming also, there was just like so much stupid stuff. And it's, I guess now, to be fair, he is a teenager, so he's supposed to be stupid. But at the same time, he's supposed to be very clever and take over from Iron Man.
Yeah.
So is it like he has a lot of book smarts and no street smarts? Is that what's happening? I don't know. It's just like Tom Holland just used to work on my nerves. The Tom Holland movies, Spider-Man just work on my nerves.
Okay, so you must go.
I'm lasting the Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But in terms of the movie, but that's, you see, so the movie is still great though.
Andrew Garfield was actually like he gave us one of the best Spider-Man.
But no, that's back to the question. In terms of the actor or the movie?
The movies are good. The movies are...
Okay. So in terms of the Spider-Man, you'll go Toby, Andrew, and then Tom and out?
The Sam Raimi is class. I suppose we can hold Tom Holland first. And you can last Andrew Garfield. But like, I'm lasting both of those. And I'm bringing in the Miles Morales one.
Oh, it comes.
For like
the game is great though.
I love
the PlayStation game.
I love Into the
Nice,
Spider-Verse. Like I love that movie. Like that movie was that they did the multiverse better. Offense. Can we just empty this bowl? Because I feel like there's literally one more. There's one more. Let's empty this bowl. Ooh! Voice, come back. Another ball. Okay, so this is soccer competitions.
Football, actually.
Sorry,
That's
football.
a serious matter calling us soccer.
Sorry.
You could get cancelled for that.
Football competitions.
Football competitions.
So like, can I just explain that the Premier League is the best league, the Champions League is the best competition, and the World Cup is the best competition of all sports. Like it's better than every sport. The World Cup is better than the Olympics.
The Football World Cup.
Yes, the Football World Cup is better than the Olympics, better than the Rugby World Cup. I'm coming for you. It's better than everything. So that's why there's 3 soccer competitions. But anyway, you can add. So I would think that the best 3 is the Premier League, the Champions League, and the World Cup. But anyway, you guys can discuss if that's wrong. Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, I'd keep. I'd go UCL number 1. Keep the Premier League and World Cup in there. Because look,
after his heart full on like the World Cup over everything, now we lost the World Cup.
That's interesting.
Like when it's international break, you know how dreadful that is.
I'm not talking about international break.
I know, but like
I'm talking about the World Cup.
I just have no interest in the countries as much as I have in the clubs.
Okay.
Because
Do you think that would have changed if we had some skin in the game? So in terms of, do you think our reaction would be different if like South Africa was a top 3 footballing country?
Yeah, it would be like how the country has the relation to like rugby. Like everyone loves the Springboks and the Proteas. It would probably be like that if we were better.
But then you still think the World Cup must go because your relation to United, the United energy is just too strong.
Yeah, I just love the other 2 way more. Like, look how unpredictable is the Premier League. And, you know, the UCL, you've got all these super teams both going up against each other.
I'm so surprised you didn't go for the Spanish League in your analogy. Why are they not in your top 3?
So the UEFA Champions League is an elite competition. And we don't have to sit through Getafe and Granada and Mallorca. We can just get the best Spanish team. So that's... But I wouldn't mind watching a game with Wolves and Leeds and Brighton. Just now Brighton, like what they did to Liverpool and did to us also.
And you must at least throw Crystal Palace in for your daddy.
I enjoy watching them because they can beat anybody any day. But to slander the World Cup is interesting.
No, I'm not slandering it. I just like the others
To
more.
be fair, I actually agree with
him.
With the Champions League being one. Because of the level of teams that are in the Champions League, it's always like super competitive. And then also the frequency, it being an annual thing, makes it exciting with the teams that qualify. So I think Champions League should actually be night class.
I disagree.
Wait, so which one are you getting?
He
rid
wants
of?
the World Cup there, top.
I'm actually getting rid of the Champions League.
Oh wow!
I'm actually getting rid of the Champions League.
Another thing.
No,
is gonna get
Anna, in the
cancelled.
comments, please tell us which one would you keep: Champions League, World Cup, or the Premier League?
Like
Because I cannot fathom that you'll throw out the Champions League as a competition.
Because there was the Premier League was erring towards that, where it's like City's gonna run away with the Champions League, but the fact that Madrid won it almost like 5 times in my lifetime now is like boring. Boring. Like it's not interesting. Like for example, now you can't buy players to win a World Cup. You can't buy it. That's literally I suppose you can change nationality. I suppose you can do that. But Messi apparently could afford to play for Spain. Nah. So they choose not to. They literally choose not to. They choose to they want to do this the right way.
He should have played for Spain.
He should, and Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo should have been Brazilian, please. But I firmly, this is a deal I want to die on. I think that number 1 is the World Cup. Maybe you can debate between the Champions League and the Premier League, but the World Cup is the best football competition.
Okay. Well, like I've mentioned to you before, the internet will.
Okay, wait. Let me ask this question. Let me just ask this question. And this is why I'm throwing the Champions League away, man. In terms of, because football, like the theater of it, man, is about those moments. Do you have like Champions League moments that really like? Because I have Premier League moments, and I definitely have World Cup moments where it's like it lives in my head rent free. It lives in my head rent free because it's a spectacle. It's more emotional. It's more theatrical. The Champions League is very impersonal, man. It's like I don't care. Madrid won it 5 times. That's fine. PSG's been trying to buy the Champions League. Harty pop. That's what I'm saying. It's liquor. I can this actually, but I'm telling you now, I'm last in the Champions League.
Okay. I don't think it's that straightforward because it is very nuanced.
Yes.
It's very nuanced.
Yes, but I'm saying.
Yeah. So
Balotelli. Aguero! That happened in the Premier League, baby. That happened in the Premier League. That hurt. That hurt in the Premier League. Gerrard slipped in the Premier League, baby. Like I don't know. I think if the Champions League was a little bit more romantic, I would have kept it. But
so you were saying that the Champions League didn't slide in your DMs?
Yeah, I think like, objectively speaking, if you think about it, yes, the quality of the team, yes, it's the highest. But in terms of your experience, can you actually sit there and say, nah, in your lifetime, yeah, the Champions League is the best, then the Premier League, and you lost in the World Cup?
Hasn't last season won you over? Like, you watched all Madrid's knockouts. It was like a thriller because how they went behind each time. It was battles, massive scorelines. That was just peak football. Madrid's CL campaign. Just go rewatch highlights of that and you will change your opinion.
But that's why I'm talking about having skin in the game. All those moments where you were referring to was either you didn't want one team to win.
Okay. No, so like I hear that and I love it because Madrid definitely, it was what's the 3-3s and stuff like that, just stealing games. They didn't deserve to win the Champions League. They literally stole the Champions League, but it was quite. I'll give it to you. Like Madrid, that was quite. Okay. Yeah. But remember that final between Liverpool and Tottenham? Say yes. Like take my like come on. Say this. Come on. Here we go. Anyway, it's fine. I'm done. So but yeah, in the comments, please, this is fiery. Let us know which one would you give. The World Cup, Football World Cup, the Champions League, and Premier League, and rank them nice 1, 2, 3. Give us tell us which one. You can put on socials for the So, Hassan, for our final block, we like to give the floor to our guest. Right? And so, you obviously have a lot of experiences. What is one thing, or many things, that you would like to tell your younger self if you could? A message to your younger self.
Buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin in like 2018 to get that peak in 2018 and 2020, and then you can retire. Just convince your parents to just put everything in. Sell the house, sell the car. So if you just knew that, man, the growth. Or like I would also tell myself like odd scoreline to bet on, you know. No, wait. Like betting on Leicester to win the Premier League back in 2015. Imagine how much you would have made. Yeah, money. It's about money.
I said, literally listen to your first 5 minutes about the haram.
It's just like nothing.
Nah, I'll go back and do the same thing.
Saying nothing. He lives too close to that grad slot for him.
Oh, grad? It's literally like 5. I think I could get there in like 7 minutes. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think of that. No wonder.
You see
and
that.
I go to Mykonos a lot. There's a casino there.
And
not to say I go
Grand
there. It's just nearby, coincidentally.
And we have Grand West Casino.
So I think from our side, thank you very much for coming to the podcast and sharing the stories of us and having it in more than 120 characters. We really appreciate it, and I think we got to know you a little better, which is also cool, and see the other sides that you are really interested in.
We do want to let the audience also know you better, so please do plug your socials. Where must we follow you?
Yeah.
Where must we find you?
Just the Twitter and TikTok. So Alex FergHassan. Yeah.
Our producers will put the thing there.
Yeah, and it'll also be in the description. And if you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you know when we upload. And we out. Peace.